An unusual experiment is taking place in Evansville in these next few days. Ordinary men and women are removing themselves from their comfortable, everyday lives and immersing themselves in homelessness on the streets and in shelters. It's called the Homeless Experience Project. And we wanted to find out more about this, so joining us now is Zach Hieronymus, the executive director of Aurora. That's the group that serves and advocates for Evansville's homeless, and the group organizing this event. So Zach, thank you so much for joining us today. Tell us about this project. What will these 11 folks from our community be doing?
Well, thank you, Shelley. 48 Hours in the Life, the Homeless Experience Project, is an immersive awareness and fundraising event that Aurora is putting on. It was concocted basically as a byproduct of COVID. You know, we had to cancel all of our events, and we really wanted to look at something that really elevated awareness for the population that we serve and the significant opportunity for change that Aurora and our partners in the community can make.
So what will these folks be doing?
Yeah, so basically, as you said, giving up their lives for 48 hours. Everybody's going to have a backstory as to kind of why they are in the homeless experience. And they're going to have significant challenges and scenarios that they have to carry out throughout the 48 hours, whether it be navigating the transportation systems, navigating the social service networks, participating in soup kitchens, and everything else that helps alleviate the homeless experience for the, over 400 men, women, children, and seniors that experience homelessness here in Evansville each year.
And you mentioned the whole point is to raise awareness and funds for Aurora and for the homeless in Evansville. But, I mean, this really puts people on the line. Why go to this point? Why go so far like this? Well,
what we hope to see as a byproduct of this are super advocates that can help us move the needle. Oftentimes we say the homeless population in our community is invisible, and that's true, because if you don't live downtown, if you don't work downtown or other pockets of the city, most often your interaction with them are potentially panhandlers. Here at Aurora, we believe everybody has value. We want to change the stereotypes of what people think the reasons for people experiencing homelessness is, and really, highlight the network of services that starts with Aurora and ends with success and self-sufficiency through the case management work that we do.
And it sounds to me like this will really put people out there, people that may not have any idea what's going on, put them out there, then they can advocate to other people from what they learn there. Tell us right now about the homeless in Evansville. I've read somewhere where there's, every year there's 400 people in Evansville that are homeless. Are these folks in shelters, or are they on the streets, or people's couches, or what?
Right, so our work deals specifically with Category 1, and that's specifically those experiencing homelessness either in our emergency shelters or on the street. And so according to our point-in-time count data from 2020, we had about 488 individuals. 92 of those were on the street. The rest of them were in shelters. And so, through this event, obviously, bringing in community leaders like Lloyd Winnicky, Wayne Hart, State Representative Ryan Hatfield, Assistant Chief of Police Phil Smith, and others to not only help raise awareness, raise necessary funds that is going to allow Aurora to partner with United Caring Services to carry out ongoing white flag, which we believe is an essential service needed in our community for some time to help, especially our street population that do not have shelter access.
And I've always heard that, homelessness can happen to anyone. And especially during COVID, we've seen how easy it is for folks to lose their job, their apartment, their home. Have we seen that here in Evansville? How bad is it in our community?
Well, COVID has played a tremendous factor in a lot of respects with, individuals and families. Through some additional grant funding, Aurora has been able to keep approximately 350 households, both individuals and families, from experiencing homelessness. As it continues to carry on, it's playing, a varying role in organizations being able to provide service. What we hope, through this particular event is that not only it shines a light on the good work that Aurora is doing, but the good work of all of the nonprofits, COVID or no COVID, and how they, convene together and change
Right.
people's lives.
Yeah, for sure. Zach Hieronymus, I understand too that you are going to be one of these 11 people out there. And I mean,
I am.
you know firsthand from working with folks what it's like. What do you hope to learn in this experience?
Well, just like all the other participants, I'm going into this not knowing what my background story is, not knowing what it is, the challenges that I'm going to have to navigate throughout the process. So while I do work in it day to day, everybody has an opportunity to come out of this with a greater perspective, a greater empathy for the people that we serve, and most importantly, hopefully have a capacity to open greater doors for Aurora, for other partners to do a better job moving the needle and housing more folks and seeing less folks experiencing homelessness year after year.
All right, Zach Hieronymus, Executive Director of Aurora, thank you so much for joining us today. Good luck to you out there, and also good luck in this project. We'll definitely follow along, and we want to hear how it goes. We'll maybe bring you back on next week to talk a little bit more about what you learned.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Zach.